Yo, what's going on, viewers? Welcome back to the Shade. For anyone who played the Destiny 2 beta or didn't have time to play it and for whatever reason missed the opportunity to go to the social space on Earth, the farm, this video is dedicated to you. I decided to record this because I had finished playing the story as a Titan, which was the third character I did it with. And all of a sudden this, option to come to the temporary social space opened up. So here I am. I came to it. I'm going to be checking it out. Hopefully not looking at my subclass too much, but just basically showing you everything that's new about this social space. And hopefully you can give me some thoughts and opinions toward the end of the video and whatnot. But mainly it's just me roaming around, trying to discover what's new, what I can do around this place. And honestly, when I first start to look at everything, it's pretty visually pleasing, aesthetically pleasing. It's different, and it's not meant to be like the fanciest looking area, but I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, when I was recording this, because this is a pre-recording and I'm doing my voice recording afterwards, when I was recording this, I sort of ran through that area without really realizing that it was a soccer field. I just wanted to see how far out I could go, because I feel like that's what every gamer does. But it's also what I wanted to do too. Like, let me find out where all the invisible barriers are, how far away I can run, things like that. But definitely, I like to run around and roam around a lot, and that's what you'll see me doing. But you'll see me, stop every now and then, really take in the scenery, enjoy how beautiful it is, things like that. Really take advantage of the new ability to climb, which seems like such a small upgrade too, but it's gonna be so crucial. It's so sweet that they added it to the game, and I'm just shocked that they didn't have it in the first place. But hey, I'm not gonna make this a session to complain. We're gonna talk about all the positive changes to Destiny. You can let me know in the comments, honestly, what you thought of the beta if you did have a chance to play it, and what you expect from Destiny 2, and obviously what you think of this new social space, the farm. But like I mentioned before, as I'm currently doing now, I'm really just walking around this entire thing, taking in the scenery, enjoying how beautiful it is and how different it is, or how ugly it is, however you want to look at it, perspective. This is just me displaying everything to you. So honestly, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you appreciate the fact that you can get the opportunity to see everything. And I'm gonna jump on this ship because that's what explorers do. They jump on stuff and climb stuff. I still love the graphics. I think that the graphics would probably, based on what I've heard at least, they might be in some cases better on PC. But I think they still look pretty good on PS4. I'm sure there are games out there with better graphics, but I can't complain about it. In-game graphics are pretty good in my opinion. Not compared to a whole bunch of other games that are out currently, but when I look back toward old games, it's like, man, really? The graphics are just way better. Oh, from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, though, that's a different story. The graphics didn't change that much, but I have noticed they have made some, pretty small improvements to the game. And honestly, I'm feeling it. I like it. So, I am still sort of on the fence about getting Destiny 2, only because of how they market the game. I don't necessarily like feeling as if they're selling us the game in parts, essentially. Like, it's one thing to say, we finished the game, and you can buy the season pass for the game, and you can get some additional stuff later on. That's one thing. But saying we'll give you a portion of the story now, and then sell you the rest of the game later on, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Actually, I am sure. I don't like that. That's messed up. Even though I know that's more of an Activision thing than Bungie thing, they are working together now, so what are we gonna do? By the way, I didn't realize this was turning into a discussion, but I guess that's what it is, so be it. I'm gonna just roll with it, basically. While you enjoy the scenery, I'll talk about what I think about Destiny 1, what I expect from Destiny 2, changes being made. And speaking of which, I also noticed that they showed a bunch of new features for each subclass, which I thought was pretty cool. But I am slightly concerned, I won't lie, I am slightly concerned that they'll be taking out some subclass features, which I think would be an absolutely idiotic and boneheaded move to do on their part. Honestly, I want every single feature from the subclasses, at least. I want every single feature that was available to us back in Destiny 1 to be available in Destiny 2, in addition to the new abilities that they showed us. Because in my mind, I just can't justify us losing abilities. That just doesn't make sense to me. In my mind, at least, that's pretty idiotic. And I'm not saying, you know, that Bungie will necessarily remove anything, but I am a little concerned about it. I feel as if they did that, that would be a pretty stupid move. On a more positive note, though, I did get the opportunity to play with each new of the subclasses. I got to see the new supers, use the new abilities, and honestly, in a lot of different ways, I am impressed by this beta, and I am expecting Destiny 2 to either, you know, meet or exceed expectations in some ways. But, you know, it would be foolish of me to be completely unbothered or unconcerned about the mistakes that they could make. I'm hoping that they don't make a lot of mistakes, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, though, let me know what you think in the comments, what you expect from Destiny 2. Let me know if you're liking the scenery of this social space so far. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more, looking at more of the map, giving you more views to look at and whatnot. But, you know, if you see anything that you like particularly so far or that you don't like particularly, let me know in the comments before you forget about it. And keep watching the video, because I'm just going to keep discussing what I think about Destiny, and I'm going to keep showing you this cool new social space. Oh, by the way, I'm also going to go over to that soccer field that I mentioned before over there and play soccer for a little bit. But you have to wait and see how that goes. So as far as the social spaces go too, I really did enjoy the options that we had in the social spaces back in Destiny 1. They were somewhat limited, but I also thought it was kind of cool. We could have multiple different locations for us to meet up and, you know, just do little teeny things together, if that makes sense. I'm talking about the sort of activities that are, you know, sort of, you know, pointless for the story of the game, but that we still enjoy doing anyway. Just the little things. For instance, the fact that I'm about to get into a soccer match right now, like in a game that's about trying to save, you know, the traveler and whatnot. I just think it's pretty cool that you can do little things too. Anyway, let me get sidetracked for a second so I can commentate playing soccer real quick. We just got scored on super early. But they started dancing, so I figured I would dance too. Check out these moves, yo. And I don't know if this dance was available back in Des 1, but it's in 2 and I'm feeling it. By the way, if you didn't know, my character currently is a female Titan, so she's supposed to have a slightly slimmer figure. And honestly, I do like the armor. I like the gun she has on her back. We weren't allowed to take off our helmets, which kind of makes sense because our characters don't have our faces yet. But hopefully in Destiny 2, when it actually releases, we will have that option. But as you can see, we kicked the ball too far away and it disappeared. And now they're trying to score again. I'm not even playing any sort of D. I haven't decided which side I'm going to take up until this point. Then I'm like, you know what? Let me try to score. But some stupid bastard is going to stop me. Right there, yep. And the ball disappears again. But watch Lofty go. I'm going to have my time. I'm going to kick the ball and score. Believe in me. Got to play that D first, though. Hey, it's wide left. Lofty goes for the kick. The ball flies up. Everybody's lost it. Lofty loses it again. I love how he kicked it to the side and everybody knew that it was about to respawn. So I'm just waiting patiently for it. And Lofty gets the first kick right over two opposers, takes it straight to the goal, and scores! My commentary is terrible. But I was actually having fun doing this. It was pretty cool. I had to score at least once. I basically decided in my mind that I wouldn't leave that area until I scored. Not to mention that I was curious beforehand about exactly where all the noises were coming from until I realized, you know, it had a lot to do with that soccer field. But stay tuned. There is more for me to explore and to climb and to witness, and I want you to witness it too. And definitely, if there are any thoughts in your head as of this moment about what you liked about Destiny 1, what you expect from Destiny 2, what you thought about the beta, improvements Bungie can make, things that you want them to take out, that you want them to keep in, mention that to me now in the comments. Let's have a conversation. I would definitely enjoy that. I would appreciate that. And I would love to hear perspectives from other people as well. So yeah, definitely let me know. But as of this point, I noticed there was a bunch of people who climbed the rocks over there. I'm like, how do they even get over there? I'm Lofty. I need to get over there too. I can do it. If they did it, I can do it. Not to mention the fact that if I can get up there, you know, I can get a heck of a perspective. So why wouldn't I want to do that? But as you can see, I'm definitely going to struggle for quite a while before I figure out how to get up there. Excuse me, I just had to burp a little bit. Excusez-moi. But I do figure out how to get up there eventually, which you will see. Stay tuned. Oh yeah, one thing I don't necessarily like, I know that it's kind of inevitable, but I've always disliked the invisible barriers and the turn back spaces where you're kind of leaving the map. And they're like, hey, you know, you're too far from the map, so go back or you die. I realize that it's somewhat necessary, but it's kind of a bummer at the same time, because I guess it sort of reminds you that you're in a video game, you know, and that you're limited to how much of the game is actually designed, you know, how much of what you're seeing is actually something that was created by someone, you know, and made explorable to you. But again, you know, I am, you know, wise enough and I am willing enough to admit that, you know, you can't make unlimited space in a video game. Oh, I had the screenshot right there. That was just a nice view. But yeah, there's not going to be unlimited space in a video game. In Destiny 1, 2, 3, 6, I don't even know if there's going to be that many, and I doubt it. But there's never going to be unlimited space. But still, I just don't like the idea of there being invisible barriers and turn back spaces. You know, it just kills the vibe, basically. But anyway, let me know what you are thinking if you haven't already in the comments of this social space. Do you like how green it is? Do you like the trees, the windmills in the background, the old rusted buildings, the water, the sounds? Because I noticed that Destiny changed the sounds a little bit too, and honestly, I really appreciate it. I think that it's cool. I think that the sounds that the guns make, that the jumps make, all that are just, you know, little things that are helping to make the game a little bit better. But honestly, I still have to wait till the release of Destiny 2 before I decide whether or not whether or not I get the game, first of all, from the get-go, and decide whether or not I think Destiny 2 is really, truly better than Destiny 1. And speaking of getting the game, I have decided that based on the way that Destiny 1 went, I'm probably going to wait a couple days after Destiny 2 releases and hear about reviews, what people are thinking, see what the first few minutes of the game is like, all that stuff before I actually decide whether or not I want to purchase the game. Because I know it sounds weird that I'm super into Destiny and, you know, I'm playing the beta and whatnot, but yeah, I actually haven't decided whether or not I'm going to get Destiny 2. Because Destiny 1 was great in a lot of ways, but it wasn't quite as satisfying as I expected it to be. And I hated the fact that they sold us the game in bits, and that the game wasn't even fully ready and developed when it was released. And I know there's going to be a whole lot of thoughts and opinions about that. And if you have any, you can leave them in the comments for me, you know, downstairs. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel about it, and we can have a conversation about it if you want. But those are my personal opinions. But anyway, I don't want to stay in this whatchamacallit, this social space forever. So as you can see, my character is gonna climb up these. Gotta dance for a little bit first, but I'm gonna climb over these little posts. Hopefully, show you how the last, you know, couple of views of the farm social space. And again, you know, if you haven't already, you can let me know what you think in the comments. If you appreciated this video, let me know. If you like the fact that I recorded it, leave a like for me. Anything like that, just leave it all downstairs for me. I would definitely appreciate it. Share this video where you can with anybody who may not have gotten the chance to go to the farm, the social space, or with anybody who didn't get a chance to see the Destiny 2 beta. I would definitely appreciate that. Or share this video with anybody that you think has an opinion, a strong opinion about Destiny. You know, let's have a conversation about it. Destiny 1, Destiny 2, the beta itself, you know, whatever it might be, let's converse about it, alright? Either way, though, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Any questions, comments, leave them downstairs for me, and be sure to leave a like. Again, share this video where you can. Join us in the shade if you are new to the channel, which means subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. But no matter what you do, stay tuned for more in the future. And take it easy, alright? Later.